Hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you're all doing okay. So quite a long video for this one. Again, sitting down, I've actually wrote a list of all of my videos up to the end of February, and I did that like at the beginning of January, but I keep sitting down, not following the list of the designs that I want to do, and I'm sitting down going, what the hell do I want to do? Like, I made the list so that this doesn't happen. So that I know for a fact that I'm going to have an idea, I'm going to have a design ready to just sit down and crack on. But when I come and sit at my desk, I'm like, it's not good enough. I want to do something a bit more spectacular. But I really like this design that we've done today. I, again, had no idea what to do, sat down and just tried to crack on, and it took about 3.5 hours of sitting there staring at nails, doing a little bit and a little bit and a little bit, and in the end I think it worked out really, really well. I love the design. Definitely something I would wear, although very blingy, but some people like that, so it's all good. So I've grabbed some medium stiletto nails, and I don't base coat any of them. If I'm just doing like a quick video, I never use base coat. I never buff the surface of the nail. If they're going to be press-ons for myself, or obviously if I'm making a set for someone, for a client, they will be prepared like thoroughly and then base coated before we do anything. So for the thumb and the ring, because I knew exactly what I wanted to do to a certain point on those two, we used Sweetheart, which is like the nude colour that's come out of the February Magnetic Love collection. And we do 2 coats of that on the thumb and the ring. I end up doing a coat, or 2 coats of that, sorry, on the index finger as well. But again, I knew what I wanted to do for the thumb and the ring. I knew I wanted them to be identical. So they're the first 2 that we do. And I've done the 2 coats of the colour. They've been cured, and then we put a base coat on, and then I've picked up a load of glitters out of my drawers, and we're using 4 different ones from Charlie's. So we've got Endless Love, Fairytale, Feel the Love, and Written in the Stars. And don't forget, you can save 10% using code NAILROOM10 at Charlie's Nail Art Supplies. And we also used 1 glitter from Sparkle Supplies UK. That is Sugar Rush. No, it's not, FLIRT, I think. Yeah, FLIRT. You can save, how much can you save there? 15% using code TLNR15 at Sparkle Supplies UK, or SS UK. So what I did was, after those 2 coats of base colour cured, we put a base coat on, leave it wet, and then I went straight into Fairytale. Put like a little kind of a base of that down first, but I wanted to create like a glitter ombre, so I want it a lot more concentrated towards the tip of the nail. And Fairytale has got like really fine glittering, it's got love hearts and it's got stars, so I thought that was perfect. Then the Endless Love, such a nice glitter, but it's got like big red love hearts in, it's got tiny pink, almost translucent ones in, and white like pearlescent hex shapes. Then Feel the Love has got like hollowed out hearts in like a pinky purple kind of colour. They also have a few bows in that one as well, and I was going to put them on. I did end up putting one of them on, but I didn't like how it looked, so we're just stuck with like all the hearts. Written in the Stars is a little bit like Feel the Love, slightly different colour, and it has a few like 4-pointed stars in there as well, and it's almost like got that peachy pink sort of tone to it. And then Flirt from Sparkle Supplies is full of pink hearts, red hearts, sheer hearts, the opalescent hex shapes in all different sizes. And I think all of those together, just a little bit from each pot, layered as well. So like I said, we went in with Fairytale first, we did a base coat, We put a little bit of that on, cured it, another base coat, another little bit of glitter, and just kept building it up and building it up until we liked how it looked. And then once we were actually happy and it has been cured, I do one more layer of base coat just to seal it in a little bit. Then I go in with some hard gel and encapsulate the whole lot. Once the hard gel's all cured, I wipe off the sticky inhibition layer because we need to do a lot of filing, not too much filing. Depends how comfortable you are using hard gel or soft gel or anything like that to encapsulate, or acrylic. The more skill you have, I think the better you can, get that finished look straight off the bat. Most people always have a little bit of filing to do, and the more we do it, the more we practice, the better at it we get, the more close to the finished look we can get during the application process. So just practice. So then I'm a little bit behind, but it's all right because we've got like 18 minutes of non-stop rambling. You love that. I know I don't. So we went in, after we encapsulated all that glitter, I went in with Born Pretty's Pro Painting Gel, the white one. And then I did like a double French line, but I wish I left that till after, and you'll see why in a second, I think, after we do the next 3 nails, put their base coats on. So for the middle nail, we're doing a ombre, a 3-colour ombre. So we've gone for Electra because it was slightly deeper than Juliet's Bow, which is also from February's collection from Madame Glam. And that was slightly deeper than the Sweetheart that we used, again from February's collection, but they're all from Madame Glam, and you can save 30% using code TLNR, Little Nail Room 30. So usually I only have to do 2 coats when I'm doing an ombre, and I was sitting there thinking, because I haven't done an ombre like this way for quite a while. I've usually just done like, we've got a white or we've got a really pale colour, and then we cure it all and put the colour that we want to ombre where it's going, and then with a dry brush, sometimes dipped in a bit of base coat on the ombre brush, and then we drag that into the already cured colour that's on the nail. So it's been a while since I've done like the swipe, blending all the colours. And then I realised, I was like, I've done 2 coats and it's not super opaque. I'm going to have to do another coat, and that has never happened. I've never had to do 3 coats. But I figured out it was because usually when I do it that way, with the swipe, blend the colours, I sprinkle some clear acrylic over before curing, especially for the first layer, because it makes that second layer really, really opaque. And it's almost as if, because you've got that little bit of acrylic powder on the nail after it's cured and you've dusted it all off, the next coat of polish that you put on kind of soaks into it, and it makes it a little bit more stronger and not necessarily easier to blend, but it just makes it more vibrant, and it makes it not as sheer, not as opaque. I'm not sure how to explain it. It just works so much better. So obviously it's a lot of faff. So I ended up doing it the other way, the way that I've been doing it quite a lot recently. So yeah, I think that's why I ended up doing 3 coats. But it's fine. It worked out quite nice. It's quite a nice ombre. So for the pinky, we've used Electra, the dark colour that we've used at the top of the ombre. And then on the index finger, we've done, like I said, 2 coats of Sweetheart, that nude base that we've used on the thumb and the ring finger. And then Juliet's Bow, the middle pink that we used on the ombre, we've used that as a French on the index finger. And then kind of like the same that we did for the thumb and the ring, I'm going to place a few different bits of the glitters from all of the selection that we had, just to kind of go around that smile line, just so that it's not super visible, so that if you're not very good at doing smile lines, you're not super confident, this is one way to hide them, to add a little bit of glitter over it, and it just hides so many imperfections but makes things look so much better. Oh, and guess what? my oldest daughter, Summer, she is now currently in Paris, and I am just a wreck. I just can't stop looking at my phone on like the family tracker thing that we've got. But the phone's just died. It has been, we dropped off at midnight last night, and she's been travelling for 18 hours. Yeah, 18 hours. Yeah, so I don't know where she is. I am dreading it. I keep looking at my phone looking for updates, but I think until she gets to the hostel, I'm not going to have anything. And my mind just can't stop being super, super worried. So, doing nails to take my mind off things. So, I ended up putting all of that glitter. So, we've got a full glitter nail on the pinky. And do the same thing. We're going to do it in layers, and we're going to encapsulate it all once it's all cured in place. Then this is what I was saying about the double smile lines, the double French sort of vibe that we've got going on the thumb and the ring, because they are identical. They're going to be identical. So I drew those lines on first because I knew that I wanted them there. But then I was like, oh, hang on a minute. So I ended up matte top coating both of those, and then going back over those smile lines, keeping them wet, and then sprinkling some clear acrylic on it, so it's got like that sweater matte raised embossed look to them. And I'm so glad that I did. So glad I did. And after that is cured, like I said, we're doing that to the thumb and the ring finger. They are going to have everything that's done to the one is going to have the same on the other one. Once that is done and cured and we've dusted it all off, we go in with Electra and Juliet's Vow, and we just add some hearts here, there and everywhere, like we did with the glitter on the index for the pink French that we did, and we added glitter to kind of like diffuse the lines of the French to hide any imperfections that there might be, just to add a little bit more depth and detail to the design. We're going to add hearts here, there and everywhere, all along that smile line, doing one colour at a time, and then sprinkling with clear acrylic again and popping them in the lamp. I did have to go over, I think it might have been both colours, the Electra and Juliet's Vow. So I had to do like 2 layers to make it super embossed, because I had to do the tiniest bit when it was touching the line, those white lines, because the colour would just seep into the acrylic powder that's over the white lines that we've already embossed. So I definitely had to go over them twice. So we did a heart, we covered it in clear acrylic, we cured it, we dusted it, we went back over it again with more of the same colour and poured clear acrylic over it again, and it just built up the depth and the height of each of those hearts, so it definitely looks more and more embossed the more you do it. So once we've done the 2 different coloured hearts, I'm going to go in with MAKARTT's rhinestone glue gel and some 2mm rhinestones from Charlie's, and just add some along that smile line, just like we did with the hearts. No rhyme or reason to where we're placing them. Give them a cure, and then taking that white gel paint again, I just wanted to add like, as if those hearts were flowers, wanted to add like some petally sort of shapes in the white, and then dust that over with acrylic as well. And then once those ones are done, we don't need to top coat because they've been matte top coated, and we don't need to do anything once it's got the clear acrylic on, so it's all good. So literally we have one nail that's left to have a whole bunch of crystals on. So we've grabbed one of those little bow charms. I wanted like a pink one, but I didn't want it like a pale pink solid colour, so I found this one. It is so gorgeous, I love it, and it reminded me of some of the pieces of glitters that were in the different pots. Some of them were pink, but they were sheer and they were a bit like opalescent, iridescent, so I really liked that. So I thought it worked with the glitters that we've used as well in the design. So then once that was in place and cured, I've grabbed the small, they're like diamond shapes from Charlie's, and I put one above and below the bow, and then a 4mm on the bottom, and then a 2mm on the top and the bottom next to those AB diamonds. Then once that's all cured in place, we're going to grab some what are they called, caviar beads from Crystal Parade. I'm losing my mind, I swear. I think it's just because I can't stop thinking of summer. Yeah, so we've done like a little swoop, so it looks a little bit like a necklace with those caviar beads. Then the last nail is the pinky, and we've just done a 4mm and 2 2mm either side, finished off with some caviar beads either side of that. Now, because they are matted and we're using a rhinestone glue gel, there is a possibility once you've cured all of your crystals in place that there might be a little bit of glue gel sticking out over the nail that's been matted, so it's going to add like a shine part, a little bit that's leaked onto the, you know what I mean. So you can go in with a little bit more matte top coat, but I didn't want to go like over the whole nail because it kind of like dulls it out quite a lot. So I just pop a little bit on a palette with a detailing brush and just go around those crystals, and that is all you need to do. And they are so cute. I love them. Honestly, sometimes when I sit down and I have no plan, they turn out horribly, in my opinion. But sometimes, like 1 time out of 10, they end up turning out quite nice, and I really like these. You may hate them, who knows? They may not be your thing at all, but I absolutely love these, and hopefully you did too. Let me know which one is your favourite. Do you like the thumb and the ring finger design, or do you prefer the index, the pinky, or is the middle nail something that you would go for? Let me know what you think in the comments. Everything I've used is going to be linked in the description box down below. And please don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you haven't already. I really do appreciate it. And you can always join the membership as well if you so wish. But that is all for now, and I will see you in the next video on Wednesday. Thanks guys. Bye.